So section 4.5 is the slope-intercept form of a line. Okay. Objective 1, let's review what you did last time. Now, if I give you a graph and I ask you to find the slope of the line from the graph, what would you do? If I give you the red graph. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you're not there yet. If I give you the red graph and I ask you.
You give 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. How do you do that?
M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus.
Good, good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The slope in the definition of a slope. Now, when you pick 2 points, make sure you pick integer points. Okay, so it'll make your life easy. So and then you can do the rise over run, or you can do the formula. Either way, right? Rise over run, you rise first, all the way to the vertical first. Either move up or move down. So starting from the left point, the most left point. So I'm gonna draw a right triangle. How many units do I go up there? Just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? I go up 6 units, and then you're gonna go to the right 2 units to meet the second point. So the slope is rise over run, which is 6 over 2. Yeah, which is 3. Or you can use the slope intercept form. Either way. If you eyeball the graph, what is the y-intercept there? What is the y-intercept?
0, 1.
Yeah, very good. I like how you say it, 0, 1. Most people just say 1, which is wrong. You need to put it in the order pair. So the y-intercept is 0, 1. Let me make this black so I can distinguish between the slope and the y-intercept. 0, 1. Now, if I tell you the equation of the line is y equal 3x plus 2, how does the slope relate to the coefficient of x? What is the coefficient of x in that equation?
It's 3.
It's 3. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's the same thing. So if you guys remember the equation y equal mx plus b, right? M is the slope, right? So this imply slope equal 3, which is the coefficient right there. Let me highlight in blue. Right? Blue. How does the y-coordinate of the y-intercept relate to the constant term? What is a b? What b equal here? Yeah. Yeah, 1 mx plus b, right? M is 3x plus b, b is 1. Right, b is 1. So it's the same, right? B is 1.
Is B always?
Not always 1, depend on what you have. Depend on what you have next to it. So if I say 3x minus 2, then b will be minus 2. So mx plus b, 3x plus 1, so b is 1.
Bitch, I'm so mad.
Ingrid, can you mute yourself? Thank you. All right. Do you have any question from objective 1 before I move on? Because that's where everything started. Yeah. All right. mx plus b. Okay. The slope intercept form. So that form right there, the one that I say recall, is called the slope intercept form. And I suggest you remember the name, because later we have gonna have a different name for a different similar formula. This one they call slope intercept because eyeballing that equation, you can tell the slope and you can tell the intercept, the y-intercept, right? Where m represent the slope, and then 0b represent the y-intercept. Oops, too dark. Make it a little lighter so you can see. 0, comma B represent the y-intercept. On the exam, if I ask you the y-intercept, I'm expecting you put 0, comma something. Okay, don't just give me the value. That's not correct. Okay. Now, how to graph a line using slope and y-intercept. So first, you write in slope-intercept form. You identify the slope and the y-intercept. And then second, when you're starting at the y-intercept, count out the rise and the run from the slope. Okay. And third, you draw a line, check by finding another point on the line, make sure it is a solution of a given equation. All right, so let's do this. If I have the equation 4x plus 3y equal 3, I'm gonna rewrite here 4x plus 3y equal 3. What should I do first? According to the first step, what should I do first?
Writing like.
Yeah, you need to solve for y, right? You need to write it as the slope-intercept. So I want to solve for y, so that means I have to subtract. No, I'm solving for y. Is all I want. Yeah, I want to move everyone that is not y to the right-hand side. So on the left-hand side, it's just 3y equal negative 4x plus 3. I prefer you write negative 4x first. Some people would write 3 minus 4x, but I prefer the x come first. Good, divide everything by 3. So y equal negative 4/3 x plus 1. So now I have what is this? Mx plus b, right? Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I converted to. So what the slope here? If you eyeball it, what the slope? Yeah, negative 4/3. And then what is the y-intercept? 0, 1. Thank you. B is 1. B is 1, but the y-intercept is 0, 1. If I ask you what is B, then you say just 1. That's fine. But I ask you what's B, then you say 1. If I ask you y-intercept, you have to say it in order pair. 0, 1. And then the second step says starting at the y-intercept. So I'm going to start 0, 1. Right here. 0, 1. And then do the rise over run. How do I rise down or rise up? Down, right? So from that black point, you're gonna go, yeah. That's the y-intercept, right?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. That's the y-intercept, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, B is 1. So the y-intercept is B is your y-intercept, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In an equation like this, we have to always
Yes. Or yes. 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 All right. From 0, 1. From 0, 1, I'm gonna go down. How many units? 4. 1, 2, 3. One more, right? One more, yeah. And then go right or left.
Right.
Always right. You can go up or down, but you always go right. Right? Go right. How many units? 3. And then you stop and you put a little dot there, a little blue dot there. What the blue dot equal? What is the blue dot is? 3, negative 3. Right? And then you connect the 2 dots. What happened? Why it doesn't? It won't let me do the. All right. Now, how do I check? I'm gonna pick a point. To make it easy, I'm gonna pick the blue point to check. Check. So check. I'm gonna write it in check. Okay, so the equation is what can you draw?
Because you gotta pick a plate, but say my line is off because I can't draw and I pick it wrong.
That's why you pick the one where you do the slope. You rise down, you run 3, and then you stop there and you pick that point. So you know that point. Even when you're sloppy traffic, you still have the correct one. Thank you. So to check, I'm gonna plug in 3, -3. So 3, -3, x is 3, y -3. So -4 third times x, which is times 3, and then on the left hand side is y, so it's gonna be -3. I'm gonna put a question mark here because I don't know if it's equal or not. Is it equal? 3 divided by 3 is 1. -4 plus 1 is -3. So yay, it's equal. Copy that down. I'm gonna show you how to do it on decimals. Do you guys know decimals? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plug in this one into this equation. You can pick the original equation, or you can pick this equation. Doesn't matter. Okay. For me, fraction easy because I already solved for y. Well, it's up to you, but to me, I prefer the y equal.
Yeah, like I need
3, -3, yeah. Okay. 3 is your x value. Okay. -3 is your y value. And you plug it in here. What should I plug here? 3 or -3? 3, and then here will be -3. And I'm gonna put a question mark here. I don't know if it's equal. So it turned out to be equal. 3 divided by 3 is 1. -4 times 1 is still -4. -4 plus 3 is -3. Okay. So the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. Okay. Does anyone have any more questions? People from Zoom, do you guys have any questions? All right. When you check, you can do the original equation or the slope intercept form. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, let's. Oh, actually, I'm gonna. I told you that I'm gonna show in decimal. Can someone read me the problem?
Which one?
The one that we just did.
4x plus 3y equals 30.
Good. It looks like our equation, right? So yay, we got it right. Now, we choose 3, -3. So where 3, -3? Right here. 3. I want to know if the solution. If it is a solution, what do you should see? If 3, -3 is the solution of that graph of that equation, what should you see?
Green.
It should be on the line, right? Yeah, green. Yeah. Sorry, they have a different color here, but if 3, -3 is a solution, it should be on the line, right? So we good. So that's how you check. All right. Let's do number 3. Same thing. First of all, you have to write this in slope intercept form. Let me rewrite the problem. 2/3 y plus 2 equal x. I'm recording this one, so whatever you say is on it. And I prefer not to, because when people are listening to it, they don't want to hear you. Okay, so is this in slope intercept form or not?
No.
No, right? So what should I do?
But
Yeah, y by itself.
you have to move the y. I mean, you have to move the 2/3 over and the 2.
Move everything over to the right, one step at a time. So first we're gonna subtract 2. Yeah. Subtract 2. So I have 2/3 x y equal x minus 2. How do I solve for y?
By the reciprocal.
Yeah, multiply by the reciprocal. So 3/2. Make sure you put the parenthesis here, 3/2. Cancel. So I have y equal, on the right hand side, you should distribute the 3/2. Okay, so it's gonna be 3/2 x. It's really annoying when people talk in the background. I can't focus. I don't know about you, but not me. Minus what? What 3/2 times -2?
-6.
Thank you. Oh, no. Yeah.
-3.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right on. -3. Okay, from here, what can you tell about the slope?
The slope is a fraction.
Yeah, the 3/2. And then the y-intercept?
So what?
Y-intercept.
0, -3.
Very good, 0, -3. Because b is -3. And now from the 0, -3, you're gonna do the rise over run. Rise, how many units?
3.
Right up 3, run over 2. The new point here is 2, 0. I suggest you put that point down right away. That's the point that you're gonna check. And then connect the dots.
Oh, so you plot 0, -2.
Yeah. That's the first thing you plot. Maybe I should have. The first thing you plot.
That's what she runs with. She went up 3 and then went up 2. Yeah, but you gotta do it. You gotta go up 3.
And then you can check. You can remember how you check?
Yeah. Pick the plot on a line.
Yeah, I'm gonna, what point I'm using? I'm using the blue point, yeah?
0.
Yeah, 2, 0. I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna plug it in into the slope intercept form. Or you can do the original, don't matter to me. Okay, so it's gonna be 3/2 times parenthesis minus 3. 3/2 times x, so 3/2 times 2 or times 0? What should I put here? I have here and here. I need to fill in. It's 2 question mark there. So what is what? Which one is x? Which one is y?
X is 2. Y is 0.
Yeah. So the one on the left is gonna be what? 0 or 2? 0. That's your y, right? That's your y. Yeah. You're gonna plug in the correct one. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 minus 3 is, so 0. It is equal to 0. Check. The 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 times 1 is still 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. You can do it in your calculator. on the exam, you panic, you can use calculator. And again, I'm going to check using decimals. Okay. Make sure it's correct. Can someone read me the problem?
2/3 over 3y.
Oops, sorry. Let me delete that. Yeah. 2 divided by 3 y plus 2 equal x. Thank you. It looked like all graph, and then 0, 2 right here. Yay! So it's on the graph. We're good. You try one. Write the equation in slope-intercept form. I have 5x plus 8y equal 24. So you gotta remember slope-intercept form. What is that? Yeah, thank you.
You know my. Hopefully this is right. The 8 no. Yo, don't play music. So you're doing it like this. So you trying to get, if you want to get y by itself, you gotta get rid of this first. So you just minus 5. Yeah, minus 5. You did it right.
Okay, all right. All right. Objective 3, choose the most convenient method to graph a line. Let me ask you something. I want you to come up with an equation. A linear equation. Someone tell me a linear equation that popped in their mind. Emma, you want to give the shot? What a linear equation would you? Just give me one. Any equation.
What you saying?
A linear, just somebody come up with a linear equation. we've been studying linear equations. That's what we've been doing. Yeah, linear, right? Linear.
Equals 7x plus 3.
Thank you, Bo. Teamwork. 7x plus 3. Okay, so this one have a form of the y for mx plus b, right? Someone give me different type, different writing. Same linear. It's still linear, but different. It's different way of
7x plus 3 equals y.
Okay, good. Well, maybe a bit, maybe a bit more. No, move the y to the left hand side.
Y equals negative 7x.
Okay, so how about 3x plus 2y equal 5?
Wait. How bring the 2y from?
Oh, don't matter. I just make it up, right? I just make it up. No, it does. I say similar, but not. It's still linear, but not the same as mx plus b. Yeah. So this is called a general equation. What else? What else would you see? What else would you see in a linear equation? Different type now. Still linear, but different writing. Give me one. Give me two more.
4y.
No. I'll give you an example. How about x equal 3. Because you're going to say it wrong. I come up with x equal to, is it linear? What kind of graph is that?
That's a y intercept.
Yeah, it's a vertical. Someone give me the horizontal one.
Y equals 2.
Yeah, thank you. I heard y equal 2. So see, I put, oops, I'm so sorry. I put, so yeah, they all linear. It's just a different way of expressing it, different, right? So they all linear. Now, the red one is called slope-intercept form. The black one is just general equation. The blue one is those special. Those are they missing either x or missing y, right? So for this one, y is what, 0, yeah? And this one, x is 0, but don't write that down. Okay, so now depend on what you see, either red, black, or blue, you're gonna choose a most convenient method to graph. For example, if you see the blue type, if you see either x equal a or y equal b, vertical line or horizontal line, passing the x-axis is passing through the y-axis. All you have to do is what? If it's vertical, choose a point on the x-axis, draw a vertical line. If it's horizontal, choose a point on the y-axis and draw a horizontal line, right? If you run into something like the general equation, the black one, the easiest method is you choose the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Maybe I'll make it a little lighter. I should have recorded this in the morning. They was quieter. All right, so graph the x-intercept and the y-intercept, and maybe a third point. For me, I don't ask for third point, but on exam they may. Do you guys remember the last drill that I gave out to you? Last Monday, I asked you to do what? The x-intercept and y-intercept, right? To graph. So when you see the general form, you use x-intercept or y-intercept. If you see the slope-intercept form, just like we did earlier, we're gonna identify the slope, and then the y-intercept. All right, so those are theory. Let's go into the example. I'm gonna give you the problem and then you tell me what methods you're gonna use. Determine the most convenient methods to graph each line. Choose one from the following 4 options: vertical, horizontal, finding the intercept, or slope-intercept. 4A, what do you think? Which method should I choose for 4A?
The second one.
Which is? Yeah, which is the what they call it, the?
Oh, when A and B divide
yeah.
equally to C.
Yeah, yeah. So you choose x-intercept and y-intercept method. Right. What about B? What about B?
Oh, you gotta do it?
No, you don't have to do it. Just tell me what methods you use. Just tell me what methods you use. What about B? Yeah. So if it's general, you choose same thing, right? X-intercept and y-intercept. Yeah. What about C?
Never mind.
Good. What? I think you're on the right track. Yeah. Me solve for X, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah. Subtract 7. So that's is 0. So you have 5x. What's it? Is it black? What's it? No, that's blue. You have 5x equal 30. Divide both sides by 5. X equals 6. X equals 6 is, what kind of graph is that? Yeah, vertical line is go through. Sorry, I'm running out of space, so I'm gonna say through like that. Go through 6, 0.
Wait, how come we solved it for this?
Because this one have no y, and you want to know if it have no if it missing one of the variable, it's either vertical or horizontal, right? Are you clear on number C? Okay, clear. Yeah. All right. What about D? What kind of method would you choose? Think carefully. Think carefully before you say something.
Wait, ain't this?
D. Sade, are you speaking to me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Is it a general equation?
No, not general equation. General equation, you have x and y on the left-hand side, both of them on the left-hand side. And the right-hand side, just the number. Yeah. Yeah. Because this one, I can read, maybe I'll keep it in red because that's what I highlighted there. So this one is, if you want to rewrite this, I can rewrite it as y equal 1 times x plus what? 0, right? So what the slope? Slope is 1. What the y-intercept? 0, 0, right? 0, 0. So so this one is missing the y-intercept 0, 0. So you're gonna choose. You're gonna choose the slope-intercept form. Method. Are you clear on these 4 types? Yeah. If it just y or just x, you use either vertical or horizontal. If y is solved for, then you use slope-intercept. If x and y on the left-hand side and the right-hand side just the constant, then you use the x-intercept and y-intercept. You try to. 3x minus 10y equal 30. Do not solve. They just want you to determine which method. Okay? Just like we did above. Do not solve. Me too, dark.
Yeah. It's the first time I see your face.
Yeah, I never see y'all.
You bagging
it. Did you see mine? All right, objective 4. Objective 4. Now we're going to determine whether the 2 given lines are parallel or perpendicular. So 5, this one have no theory. Maybe it come later, but you're going to go right on to the example. I have 2x minus 3y equals 6. They say you want to write each line below in slope-intercept form, then graph all lines. Okay, so they want you to solve for y. So what should I do? Subtract. They want to solve for y, so I subtract 2x, right? Yeah, they want to solve for y. So this one is negative 3y equal negative 2x minus 6. Again, I want x come first, okay? Because it looks like mx plus b. And then divide both sides by negative 3. So y equal, oh, I write large, I should have write smaller. Y equal 2/3 x. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 equal, very good. That's when most people get it wrong. Because they on the exam different. Here you're not panicked. On the exam you just try to finish all the problem on time. I know. I got the core though. You're like, oh yay. All right. So that's, I'm gonna denote in red. What do I need the light for? Okay. So what is the slope here? I'm gonna call it M1. Slope 2/3. Please solve the second one while I'm charging my iPad. Do the same thing I did on the problem A. Solve for y. You want to write it in slope intercept one. What do you have? Does anyone have a final answer yet? Divide both sides by -3. Thank you, Emma. Yeah. That's the oh yeah, you can plot. That's what I was saying. Sorry. No, my bad. I should have. Yeah. Thank you, Allison. All right. So now we can plot. But before we plot, let's determine what the slope of this blue one. What the slope? 2/3. Right. I'm call it M2. I'm gonna call it M2. All right. Let's plot the red one first. What is the y-intercept on the red line? Yeah, 0, 2. Thank you. 0, 2. 0, 2. Yeah. And then from 0, 2, if I want to draw a line, what do I do? Do you guys remember?
Go up 2.
Yeah, up to right 3, right? Yeah. Thank you. Up to. I'm swiggling it and right 3. So right there, what is that point right there? Is the width is 3 and the height is 4. 3, 4. And then connect the dots. Oops, I want it red. Now let's do the blue one. What is the y-intercept on the blue graph? Yeah, 0, -4. Thank you both.
Wait. Oh wait.
Which one?
Red. Oh wait, we solved for 2 of them.
Yeah, for 2 of them. Now we're gonna compare.
Oh
Yeah, we're gonna have a red graph and a blue graph. That's why I have 2 different colors. How come? You guys draw it on your own, okay? You draw on your own. You know how to draw these. In the meantime, you guys, people are gonna copy the stuff down.
that's the new point. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just did.
Is that what you have? Yeah, thank you. What are you eyeballing it? What do you see about the graph? They parallel, right? Are the line parallel? You say yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice about the slope of both lines? What are the slopes of both lines? It's the same, right?
Oh, so the difference only perpendicular.
They the same. So M1 equal to M1, you're right, yeah, equal to M2 and equal to 2/3. Same.
Number 6 is the same thing.
It's similar, numbers are similar. Now number 6A, you got freebies. Because 6A, we already did it. Look, 6A is similar to 5B, right? Exactly the same, not similar, exactly the same. But I'm still gonna solve for it for you. So negative 2x minus 2x both sides gone. And now negative 3y equal negative 2x plus 12. Divide both sides by negative 3. So that y equal 2/3 plus minus 4. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. 2/3 x. And then the slope here is m1 equal 2/3. Let's graph it right away so you're not confused. Let's do it right now. So 0, negative 4 is the slope intercept right here. 0, negative 4. And then from there you go, you wiggle it up 2 units. Go over 3. That's too big. Choo-choo-choo. And don't forget to label that black point, which is 3, negative 2. All right, you solve for the B, 6B. Subtract 3x both sides. Right. Now we're gonna go to the second equation. Now I have 2y equal negative 3x plus 6. Divide both sides by 2, thank you. So that y equal negative 3/2 x plus 3. Too dark. So what's the slope here?
Negative 3 over 2.
Yeah, M2 is negative 3 over 2. All right, let's graph this. So the slope intercept, what's the slope intercept?
0, 3.
I'm sorry, yeah, the y-intercept, my bad. The y-intercept is 0, 3, 0, 3 up here. 0, 3. And then from there, what do you do?
Go down 3.
And then
Go over.
right 2. Then connect the dots. Connect the dots. And again, I'm gonna label that thing 2, 0 here. Eyeballing it, what do you see?
Perpendicular.
Yeah, they form a 90 degree, right? They form a 90 degree, so they are perpendicular to each other. What do you notice about the slope of the lines? What do you notice about the slope of the line? And what else? What do you see?
They flip.
Yeah, they flip opposite, right? This is 2/3, this is 3/2, and then this positive, this is negative. So they opposite flip or opposite reciprocal. So their slope or opposite reciprocal. Oh no, my bad. Oh, I spell it wrong. Reciprocal. Moreover, if you multiply the red slope with the blue slope, what happened?
They come zero.
No, not quite. The red is 2/3. The blue is -3/2. What is it equal to? I'm multiplying the, yeah, -1. Okay. I'm multiplying the two slopes together. So on the exam, we had this question last time. On the exam, if I ask you, show that the slope of the lines are either parallel, perpendicular, or neither, I want you to show using math, okay? You can graph if you want, but it's not count as proving. You need to show mathematically. So if it's parallel, the slope should be what? If the two equations parallel, the slope should be the same. If the equations are perpendicular, the slope should be opposite reciprocal. Or you can multiply the two together and give me -1. That's meant perpendicular. Right? Either way, but not graph. I don't want to see graph on the exam. You can graph for your own sake, but not for the answers. Yeah. All right. So let's wrap it up. The properties of parallel lines. You're gonna see this in your worksheet again today.
So don't we just have to find the slope thing?
Say it again. What? Slope of what?
Don't we just have to, no, not that.
Oh,
like the next section. Don't we just gotta find the slope to find out?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. And then you compare them. Yeah, I'll show you how I want it on the exam. So the properties of parallel line. If they parallel, the first thing first is they have the same slope. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if the two lines are parallel, do they ever meet each other? No, right? It's kind of in their own path. They're gonna have the same slope, but different y-intercepts. They're gonna have the same slope, but different y-intercept. If they have the same intercept, they're gonna be on top of one another. Parallel vertical line have different x-intercepts. This means the last one means this. If I graph this, if I have like x equal 1 here and x equal 3 here, what is the x-intercept here? Right here. Maybe I'll make it bigger. What is the x-intercept right here? 1. No, 1, 0, right? Yeah, so this one is 1, 0. What about this one? The red one. Yeah, that's what they meant by the parallel vertical lines have the different x-intercepts. That's what they meant by different x-intercepts. Right, properties of perpendicular. If they perpendicular, then m1 times m2 equal -1. That's important. I'm gonna box it because you might use it, or you're gonna use it. The perpendicular lines that form a right triangle, and they only intersect each other at one time. They may have the same x-intercept or y-intercept. The vertical and horizontal line are always perpendicular, which makes sense, right? If I have y equal, so this one right here is y equal -2. And over here I have x equal positive 2. So x equal positive 2 is your vertical graph. Y equal negative 2 is your horizontal graph. They always form what? And I didn't read, right? That's what the last sentence said. So maybe I'll put them. Okay. Number 7, they want you to determine if each pair of lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Again, let me say one more time. You need to show me if it's parallel, then M1 should be equal to M2, not by graph. If it's perpendicular, then what? M1 times M2 should be equal -1. So 7a, what should I do first? Yeah. So I'm going to rewrite this. 3x plus 5y equal 4. I need to change it into slope-intercept form first. So that I have 5y equal -3x plus 4. What's the next step? Yeah, divide by 5. I have y equal -3/5 x plus 4/5. So what is the slope here? -3/5. Yeah, -3/5. Thank you. And then the other one, I'm gonna write in blue. 6x equal 12 minus 10y. I still have to solve for y, so I'm gonna subtract 12. So that I have 6x minus 12 equal -10y. What do I do next? Divide both sides by -10, thank you. So that I have on the right hand side is y. What's 6 divided by -10 equal? Reduce to. In fraction 3, yeah, 3/5, -3/5, thank you. -3/5 x. And then -12 divided by -10, positive 6/5. Thank you, Michael. So what if it bother you? You can move the, you can change, you can flip it around. So y equal -3/5 x plus 6/5. If it really bother you. So what is the blue slope? Yeah. So what are your conclusion? Parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Parallel, they're the same, right? I'm gonna box my answer, okay? You do B on your own. Okay, similar, kind of similar-ish. Yeah. I'm gonna do C. I'm gonna do C, but I'm gonna wait for you to copy that down first. Let's do C. I have 2y equal 2. So what should I do? Divide by 2. Yeah, so y equal 1. What kind of graph is this?
Oh.
Y horizontal, right? Now, if it's horizontal, then what is the slope? If it's horizontal, what is the slope?
0, 0, 1.
Just 0, right?
Oh.
So this one right here, I can rewrite it as y equals 0x plus 1, yeah? 0x plus 1. It's the same thing as say y equal 1, right? So here is, this one implied the slope is 0. Can I say 0 over, no, yeah, 0 over c if you want to. You can say 0 over c, a constant. The other one is x plus 3 equals 7. Subtract 3. So x equal 4. What kind of graph is this?
Vertical.
Yeah. If it's vertical and horizontal, what will happen? Yeah, they're perpendicular. Now let me ask you one more question. What is the slope of this one? Yeah, it is undefined. Because why? Because what happened? Why is undefined? Why is undefined? Mathematically, why is undefined? Yeah, the 0 in the bottom. And the top, you can choose any number. Maybe I'll just say C for constant. Different student pick different numbers. Slope is undefined because you missed last half. Because remember what is slope? Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. But since it's vertical, what the X value equal? No, one is they perpendicular. We just established that. If it's vertical, then for example, I have, I'm just gonna pick I make it up x equal 2. So no matter the y value will be different, right? You can choose any y value. Y could be 0, y could be -1, -2, 1, 2, 3, etc. So x always what? X always 2. So 2, remember x at the bottom. So 2 minus 2 is 0, right? That's why, think of it, you cannot ski on the vertical slope, right? Yeah, some people do, but not me. Mm-hmm. Perpendicular. By the way, right here, it's already tell you right here. Remember that? The vertical and horizontal line are always perpendicular. I want you to do D and then I'll walk around, see how you do it. People in Zoom land, please put your answer in the chat. Problem D privately. I know, I think it's a Greek. Now, just an FYI, perpendicular is a fancy way of saying 90 degree in 2D. If it's 3D, they use orthogonal. So they have different names for the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would suggest so. Allison, they're not the same slope. Maybe you want to check it again. But thank you for the input. Other people, please put your answer on the chat too, okay? Always start there. That's what you do.
Let's see, we go around. I'm not good at anything. No, I'm not. So two people that that's one block.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Negative is
So this oh.
good.
Yeah, I did the wrong one. I did these.
Most people get the math correct, but then
So you do They're perpendicular.
most people get the math correct, but then
Thank you, Joe. Let me see. Yeah, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Sade. Thank you, Janice. Caitlin's not quite. Gofran, not quite. But thank you, Sade. Very. Not quite Sade. It's just not I'm looking for. Trinity, thank you. Now, it's easy to say if when it's perpendicular or parallel, but you have to show the work. Oh my God. Come on, I'm start sharing. There you go. So the slope for the blue equation is m equal 2. If I was you, I would put 2/1. What do you see between red and blue? Are they opposite? Opposite and flip, right? Yeah, opposite flip, or you can so they can say opposite. That's okay. That's the reciprocal. Or M1. Or if you multiply them together, what happened? Yeah. So they perpendicular. So that's how you conclude it. Okay, don't just stop and or just say perpendicular. I need to see some work. Why are they perpendicular? Write out your you try 3 because I'm gonna extend it. You can do it at home. Please have it done by 3 o'clock today. I'm going to extend it to 3 o'clock today. Yeah. All right, see you guys later. You can leave. Thank you.
Just for clarification, so for this one, I had made a mistake. I made 3 + 2x, but I broke this down. I had 3 over 2 which is incorrect. So just for clarification, you wrote that TX down right here because they're not like terms.
Yeah. So like this is zero X.
You can't add that.
Yeah. Yeah. You cannot combine them. So just leave it. Just write it. Rewrite it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me see. Allison and Goffran, the U try, I'm gonna extend it until 3 o'clock today.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can I see the U try?
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me share. You too. See you. Bye. See ya. Yeah, see you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a good
Everybody
day. I'll
good?
see you. I'll see you about 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Bye-bye.